Dickie B, if anyone else did that, we'd get kicked out of his office. You're the only one that can bring that up.
That's for sure. Zachary airborne for the jumper and knocks it down.
They need to win here tonight. Zachary has to have a big game. He
gives it up for Proctor, and he'll call a play. Malawach. Duke, an amazing passing team, and that's going to rattle in by Knipple.
I tell you, what a year he has had. You know, we talk about certainly, and it's deserved, we talk about Cooper, but what a year this kid Knipple's had.
Close calls, have been a bunch of them here for the Clemson Tigers as they strike underneath. 4 overtimes, Dick, and they have lost 3 of those. What a difference that would make. He said, that's when I knew I was for real. He told us that today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He was for real. So is the guy next to me, Corey Alexander.
Hey, my story is very similar.
Locken. It won't roll in. The tip is controlled by Shepard. And taken right back by Duke. Flag. Had Hunter on his hip. He gives it up for Knipple to the baseline. What a nice pass. And up and in for 2 by Malik Brown.
Tell you, Corey, they average 17 assists per game. You got a number of guys who can make plays off the bounce and make plays for their teammates as well.
Chase Hunter trying to get going, coming in, averaging 18, and he'll hit it and call a foul.
That's a big 3, baby. They needed that. The kid's a winner. He right now rates #1 in the history of.
And Clemson's extremely tough in this building. Beat Kentucky earlier this year, a top 5 win, and they're looking for another one here tonight.
Knipple saw the opening, went in strong for the bucket.
Tell you what sucks.
Hunter with a miss. Chase Hunter averaging 18 a game, leading the way for the Tigers. It's Duke on top, 16-12. A packed house here. Not a seat to be had. Cooper Flag spinning inside for his first basket.
Shows his versatility. It's the first shot he's taken in the game. His first score. He's so unselfish. He's all about winning and the team. To me, if he wanted to be selfish, he'd get 30 every night.
He absolutely would. And Dick Vitale, we've talked about how cerebral Cooper Flag is. He waited until we got on ESPN.
This guy.
Our Sonic blockbuster underway. Tyrese Proctor with a drive for 2. Bouncing it downstairs for Shefflin, the 6'8" senior. That is a big body. He's tough to move.
He can shoot the 3.
Yeah, he's 46% and knocked away and scooped up by Proctor. That's going to be 5 early turnovers here for Clemson. And it's going to be an and 1 as Proctor continues to be very active. He's really been the go-to man where he scored 42 against Notre Dame. So he had just recently turned.
Able to get some shots up, built that confidence, and coming back with the jumper renewed. He's been a different guy since turning 18.
Del Jones, freshman, taking the baseline. Got that pass free to Zachary with a shot clock starting to wind down. He'll hit it.
Action.
It has not stopped him at all. He's top in 4 different categories in the ACC. Will be scoring, rebounding. He's in the top 10 in 4 major categories.
Dylan Hunter got a lot of irons.
This kid should be in high school. Can you imagine him playing high school?
Clemson's starting to heat up, and they've made 4 straight shots.
He's played well for them. Victor has been king.
Maybe when he's done playing basketball.
Victor Locken?
He would not give us any of his best material. He said, we're playing Duke today. Forget about it, but maybe one day. A foul here with 9:17 to go in the half. And Locken will pick up foul #1.
He does what has to be done. If they need scoring, he scores. He needs a pass. Let me just say this. I already told our producer, Kim Belton, those
5. Knipple really active in this opening half, especially dishing the basketball, and a whistle as he got it inside to the big Malawach.
You know, we haven't mentioned his name at all. Malawach is unbelievable.
And coming up at 8:30
on the road, one of 3 unbeaten teams in road games this year, alongside our Duke Blue Devils.
Played at Boston College first. Shot won't drop for Reeves. He's 7'2".
He's a Duke kid. He was at Duke. He had 7 rebounds the other night. Limited time. Doesn't have a lot of minutes.
James with a kick out. Another long one. Knocked down by Proctor, who has been out.
It just tears my heart.
Well, you're home, man. You're home again. This is where you belong, right here On the drive, off the window, and a very nice would have been like 80 foul shots taken.
Dickie V, there's word on the street that you lost a recruiting battle to Coach K with your granddaughters. Is that not? That's correct, isn't it?
Yep. I was trying to recruit my grandkids.
Flag. A lot of contact to round it out. The tip won't drop by James. Hunter with a crossover, lays it in. What a beautiful drive. Here's Proctor's had a big half with 11. Flag rolling, draws the double. Knipples the open shooter and knocks it down to 3.
He is so good offensively. I'll tell you one thing. Knipple is the real deal, man. He really came on strong and impressed everybody during the summer when they had their workouts. They knew he was good, but they didn't know he was that good.
Looking for an answer, and Jones
For Duke in this game.
Tell you one thing, they're not intimidated by Duke. They feel like it's good. Look at that hustle. Look at that hustle. That's unbelievable. Double Sweeney should get that guy on the football field.
Flag will pull up and pop. And continues to have a frustrating half. He's 1 for 4.
Not 2 like you guys. I think it's flagrant 1.
I believe so. I think you have to call a flagrant 1 on this one.
I really do.
And Ron heading over there to John Shire. And they are going to call it a flagrant 1.
We talked about the heart and the hustle, getting after. We know he's one of the best in the league when it comes to getting his hands on a 9-3 run in the Tigers' favor.
Came from Boston.
Ball matchups. Stanford, Louisville. They're at noon on ESPN2. And number 2, South Carolina. Number 4, Texas. And at 4 o'clock Eastern, number 6, LSU hosting number 19, Tennessee. Coming off a big win. That one banked in. I am a diaper dandy. He said that he was 8 feet tall by that point.
He became an absolute superstar PTPer. He was tremendous.
Proctor
to the national title.
knocks down another one.
He's having a heck of a...
In a hostile environment, Cooper Flag coming as close as he can to home, and Tyrese Proctor showed up big time for them on that one as well.
Whole state of Maine was there at Boston College to see Cooper Flag, the 6'9" freshman from Newport, Maine. Lost until today. And off the back of the iron, Reeves with a big board. He hits the deck and a whistle.
Is ranked in the top 4 offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency.
A mismatch. The worst thing that can happen is if you give up a tough 2. They'll live with that in comparison to giving up 3.
The only guy they probably can't switch would be the big guy, Malowatch.
Oh, he does a great job switching.
But he steps out.
They don't switch much with Patrick Gumba, but outside of that, they will switch with Malowatch as well.
Mason Gillis out of the lineup today.
This guy's having a heck of a night.
Proctor again, please. 2:45 to go before the break.
Got a mismatch inside. You got to get the ball to Shefflin. Got to get the ball to Shefflin.
Center short. Reeves gathers the rebound. He's a big body under there and draws another foul.
John Shire told me before
Over on ACC Network, Wednesday's doubleheader starts with Stanford. Got that. Clemson with a dribble down, gave up the dribble. Highbreeder, very dangerous beyond the three-point line.
Look at the mismatch inside. Reeves wants the ball.
Reeves out of the double, banks it in.
Yep. Great job. Great job by Clemson.
He left it short. Foster had a couple of cracks at it. Under a minute here at Clemson. Stolen away by Cooper Flag. And Flag ahead of the field slams it with 2 hands.
I got a feeling he's going to break out in the second half.
In transition, coming up with a steal, and of course the highlight finish for maybe the player of the year.
Big difference. You don't have to go to Harvard to figure it out. When you make a difference in that situation, that's 5 more threes. That's 15 points.
Got a good look. That's his shot. Loose ball, and Duke gathering that, and they're going to take a timeout with 20.8.
Avery was a consistent coach. They got beat for the national championship by Connecticut. Richard Hamilton.
Other than that, you don't remember much about it. It's amazing you recall. Here's Proctor's had a gigantic half, doubled up, knocked free from him. He's got to get a shot in the air, and it's not going to happen. That's how the first half ends, with Duke on top.
18, you got 9. That's one heck of a percentage.
That goes back to you being a math teacher back in the day when you took your first high school coaching job.
Yeah,
you
right.
were coaching the math class as well.
Roxy.
And I watched the 30 for 30.
Great fake. Oh, which by the way,
He did that for you.
since you've been away, Dick, he's really changed. He really has. I'm not sure it's for the better. Blocking inside. Very well done for 2. And he has
Brad Brownell is really fired up on that sideline.
Locken, body to body, up against Flag, still working hard, and that's going to go down. Count that.
Great second effort. Great second effort. Look at the emotion.
I think he did pretty well.
I used to dream that I got to play in front of Dickie V and him talking about me as a PC peer and
Give me
talking
a lot of
about us
thrills,
being in
man.
prime time, baby.
Well, Locken with 13. And a 3-point game.
Nice play.
And a stop by Proctor.
Slim Evans just shushing the crowd.
Well, I tell you this, did a great job moving without the ball. A lost art. Too many guys don't move well without the ball.
Locken going strong. Lays it in again. Brown gives it up for Flag. Proctor, a 20-point game so far. Bounce feed for James, and he'll draw the foul by Chauncey Wiggins.
Nice pass by Proctor.
Matter here at Clemson tonight. That one knocked down by
Distributing the basketball, defensively, doing all the things, physical.
Zachary. They want Locken to touch it every time down. Shot clock a factor. It's at 6. Another bucket for the big guy.
He took right there, Cooper.
And Knipple with the rebound.
But we're certain that Duke and Auburn have been the best 2 teams in the country all season long. So with the winning streaks, if they do come to an end, still have an opportunity to stay in the top.
I think Knipple has a different.
I think Knipple, can he shoot the ball or what? Squares his body, plays hard.
But Dickie V, how about the fact that Cooper Flag isn't having a great game, but yet the Blue Devils still with a 3-point lead here on the road in a hostile environment.
So much. This is where you belong. And for us, it is such an honor, I got to tell you.
It's not just an honor, Dickie V, but you also, we get to do this.
Short with that. Rebound tip controlled by Shefflin.
He's one tough kid. That kid Shefflin can play for me any day of the week. He plays with a lot of heart, a lot of energy.
Chase Hunter driving, lays it in.
Oh, baby.
Not this time.
He did it against NC State. They were on the ropes. He had a great second half against Notre Dame. They had really struggled in that game. He goes from 42. Still 10 minutes to go.
Zachary.
Don't count him out.
You called this game, and I'm looking forward to their first chance of being able to play in front of you.
Are you being agent? I want you to call Mr. Pitaro of ESPN and get me a new deal.
By the way, Knipple to the bench, his 4th foul for Duke. Shefflin with a little reverse underneath. It's tipped up and in.
We talked about it earlier. Only 3 teams in the country undefeated on the road. Texas Tech and Houston as well.
Evans catches, fires, but he's on the line. And they turn it over.
Our producer would have made that, Kim Belton, with a bad leg. He was a great, great player. Now he's a tackler in football.
Flag with a give. Now the kick out. Here's Evans on the other side, and he'll swish it in.
5-point swing, Dickie V.
The builder.
Hunter tiptoeing in. Off for Reeves. Flag wrestled it free. And that's a turnover on the carry.
There's a good call right there. These refs have done a hell of a job. They really have.
Number 13, Texas Tech. That's our West Coast game.
Might feel if Alabama goes and beats Arkansas right now, won 2 great games, beat Kentucky and they beat Texas on the road. My feeling is Alabama.
Those 2 teams will play each other twice this year, but I agree with you.
76%, and we repeat. Despite that miss, Clemson
Great job by
at the line.
Locken kept that ball alive, tipping ball out. He's got to get going. He's got to score.
Chase Hunter with a misfire.
But thought it was another off beyond the arc here this evening.
Over the top. Malawach with a catch. Can't lay it in. Fights for his own miss and draws a foul. And all of it.
He has so much ahead of him in terms of
could be on that same path and trajectory as he moves and
playing on the inside. But he'll learn that. He'll learn that.
But you remember Embiid at Kansas was pretty much a shot blocker. He did it defensively.
Nice speed and Shiflin with the stuff, but Locken with the dish.
What the ball. He's done a good job on Flag, too. Playing very physical.
Yeah,
I mean, he's due for a basket. He's due for a basket.
He had a 20-rebound game against Kentucky earlier.
Struggled a little bit on the free throw line, but he's really elevated that big time.
You see great players and big-time scorers. When they're not scoring, it affects them defensively. That does not be
Possessions.
Offensive rebounding in the favor, 10-6 for the Tigers. They've won the hustle plays, the effort plays throughout this game.
Locken will take the hit.
Hello. Throughout this day, as I left him this morning, wanted to make sure he sends his best wishes to you on your return.
I appreciate that. Hey, UB Brown, they're going to have a farewell tomorrow. I can't tell you how much we learned from UB. He's a Jersey guy, the Jersey boys, Fratello, Adebayo, UB Brown, you know.
In for Locken. Shot clock to 5. Locken to the paint, falls away, hits it.
He has been impressive today. He has really been impressive.
Flag. Here's Proctor who had a huge first half. Shot clock a factor. Down to 4. He'll heave it, and he hits it. Wow.
He's been the guy. He's been the guy for the Blue Devils.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Here's Hunter on the move on Flag. The pull-up. He sticks it.
They needed that good mid-range jumper. He excels in that usually all year long. I mean, he's been a scorer deluxe for them.
Chase Hunter with just 8 points, Dick, but a big one here. And it puts the Tigers back in the lead. Flag, a lot of contact, and hooks it in.
How about the stars showing up?
The big stars showing up. You got Chase on one side, and Cooper, who's not All-American, he's all-world. He's all-world, man.
Shiflin. Malawach over to help. Shiflin on the back down. Zachary on the attack off the window for 2 more.
That was a tough shot because Malawach came over and really almost adjusted his shot.
And the veteran
that was a tough shot by Zachary.
Zachary, the veteran, understanding how to play.
We may go right to the wire, man. We may go right to the wire. Will Duke be undefeated? Will Duke be #1? Or will Clemson spoil the party?
Pin it ball off the front iron. Boy, Shiflin is a tough
Look at that tenacity. Unbelievable tenacity out of that kid, Shiflin.
Locken commanding the ball. He'll draw the foul at 2:33 on the clock.
Duke to 1 shot on each possession. The Blue Devils with only 6 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, one guy's going to leave here happy, and one guy's going to have a miserable Super Bowl. That'll be the difference.
Locken 21-13 in the second half. Malawach handing off. Proctor has been such a huge factor in this one.
Right now becomes Cooper Flag time. Whether it's a pass or whether it's a jump shot.
Flag gets it up there and hits it, a triple. Tied at 67.
But Flag, after knocking down the 3, is screaming to Kama Malawach to get back and match up with Victor Locken. Understanding that Locken has been a problem for everyone else to defend, wants to make sure Malawach gets back in that matchup.
Let me tell you something. That was one tough 3 he made.
Dylan Hunter.
They don't want to be denied, man. They don't want to be denied.
On a pass from his brother. Tigers up 3.
Dylan Hunter coming off a career high 38 minutes in that triple overtime game last time out.
It's Cooper time. It's Cooper time.
Flag, another hook off the window, no whistle. Malawach keeps it alive. Proctor, an open look. Flag flies in and takes a knock there as he goes to the floor. As he grabbed the rebound. 1-1.
Flag time.
And misses the second. And a whistle with 1:15 to go.
And of course, the potential for overtime in this building is great. So it could be much more basketball. But you've had cramps before. You know it only takes that one step.
It's very warm in this building, too. Boy, he missed the pair.
Too big free throw. That could be a little fatigue right there. He's playing so hard.
James on the drive, back for Flag. Clemson by 2. 1 minute to go as Flag launches and drains it.
Are you serious? Are you serious? How good? A kid his age should be in high school.
9 and Duke by 1.
We've seen it all year long. Cooper Flag gives Duke whatever they need. If they need him to facilitate, he does.
52.9. Chase Hunter coming around, runs right into Flag. Dylan Hunter back to his brother. Chase wants to move and banks it in.
Downhill, baby, downhill. Wow, I got something right in my life. I can't believe it. He went downhill. Now can they defend? Now you know Mr. Flag is going to get the rock right here, baby.
James.
Yes, sir. Give it to number 2.
Airborne pass here, right back to James. He'll drive, tough angle. He's denied. Clemson shut him down. And Duke commits the foul with 21.5.
Dickie V, do you think Cooper was a little too passive on that possession?
Yeah.
Line. And it spins out.
If they go for a 2, you got a tie game versus the win. He misses that, you get the win.
Tigers 73-71.
Well, Shefflin's going to be tested right here.
Timeout.
He's going to be tested.
Duke takes one.
The missed shot being offensively rebounded. You've got to watch for the offensive rebound.
In for Flag.
And you know he wants it. He's going downhill.
Flag making a move. Slips
he
and
slipped.
falls and he travels and turns it over.
That happened to Cooper Flag. Slipped against Kansas. And it's the kid's fault. That's just unbelievable.
But think about
let him slide. He's skating. He's skating.
As the players come out onto the floor, he's dripping on the floor when you're standing in one spot.
Hunter tried to get it in, but calls a timeout, so they burned that one, their last one. And now neither side has a timeout remaining. From the baseline. Got it into his brother, and immediately Chase is fouled, and he's a 91% foul shooter.
Yeah, he's a real good free throw shooter. Bar on the free throw line.
Over 1,600 points in his career.
This is the guy you want on that line.
Clutch.
Stands, you think the stands are going to empty out? We will get hurt, will we? We get hurt.
Proctor on the drive, went for the scoop, and it is deflected away by Hunter.
Oh, baby.
What a play defensively.
They smell that W, baby. They smell that W. And it's not going to be Duke. And
Tyrese Proctor tried to attack Chase Hunter with a huge block for the Blue Devils.
In for Chase Hunter, cradles the ball and draws the foul with 5.8.
They get it to the right guy. That's coaching right there. Make sure you get
In the country here this evening.
Tell you one thing, he's not undervalued now. Check his paycheck. I'm going to see you guys next week down at Duke, Stanford.
I hope so. And Tigers on a 7-0 run the last 33 seconds. Flag gets it on the inbounds. He'll heave it up there and short. Tapped around. That will do it.
Oh, baby, here they come. Here they come.
The Tigers knock off Duke 77-71. That's your final. And we're going to have a new #1 team come Monday. Because Auburn lost earlier today. Their 5th consecutive win against an AP top 5 opponent. The longest active streak in Division I.
Alabama will be #1 if they win. Look at this crowd.
But it's been an upset Saturday.
The grit pit. They call it the grit pit.
Who knows what
students told me before the game, they said, we're the grit pit.
What a scene here. That's Little John.
What are you yelling at me?
Kids are coming over shaking Dickie B's hands.
All right.
They love having you back. Alabama and Arkansas coming up next for the Hall of Famer Dickie V and Corey Alexander and our entire crew. I'm Dave O'Brien. Thanks so much for joining us. Clemson upends Duke. They end their 16-game winning streak. Now to Tom Hart and Jimmy Dykes.